ואהבת את השם אלוקיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך. In Maseches Brachos, Daf Samech Aleph Amud Beis, Rabbi Akiva explains, what does it mean to love HaKadosh Baruch Hu with all your soul, even if He takes your soul away? Afilu notel es nafshecha, and the Gemara brings a story. Says the Gemara, Papus ben Yehuda came and found Rabbi Akiva. He was gathering groups and teaching them Torah publicly, even though the Romans decreed you're not allowed to do so. So Papus asks Rabbi Akiva, Akiva, aren't you afraid of the Romans? You know what they're going to do to you. And Rabbi Akiva said, let me tell you a little story, says Rabbi Akiva. There was once a shual, a fox that was walking on the riverbank. And he saw the fish. They were jumping from place to place. They seemed very nervous. And the fox asked, why are you jumping? What's going on? And they said, we are afraid. The fishermen come and they try to catch us. And the fox looks at the fish and he tells them, well, perhaps I have a great idea for you. Perhaps you should go here. You should come on dry land and you should live with me, just like your forefathers lived with my forefathers. And the fish laugh and they say to the fox, you are the one, they say you are the wisest of all animals. You're not wise, you're a fool. If in the place of our sustenance in the water we are afraid, how much more so if we leave the water? Said the Bekiva to Papus, that is exactly how we feel about the Torah. If we are learning Torah and we're afraid, and Torah is our life, how much more so we should be afraid if we separate from Torah? But the Mordechai Gifter Zecher Tzadik Livracha asked, why was it necessary for Rabbi Akiva to explain this to Papus through a mashal? Why can't you just say to Papus, you know, we are supposed to give up our lives for Torah. What's the benefit? What did you add by teaching me the story about the fish? Explain the Mordechai Gifter. A person sees from the outside one who catches the fish. He takes the fish out. What does the fish do at that point? He starts moving all over the place, jumping. It was very quiet when it was in the water, but now suddenly it got a burst of energy. And for the one watching this, it seems that he's finally getting some life and energy. This is great. But the truth is, this is not a sign of life. It's about to die. So too, said the Bekiva to Papus, when you see all the people running after their earthly desires, being engaged in all kinds of activities, it seems like they're having a lot of fun, a lot of energy. They're so happy. It's not a sign of life. They are dead men walking, and in fact, that the Gemara says in Brachos Daf Yud Ches, Reshayim v'chayehem kruyin meisim. Wicked ones, even when they're alive, are called dead. Dead men walking. Because when we go upstairs after 120, they don't ask us about earthly desires. They ask us about pages of Gemara. How much did you learn? How much do you know? That is true life. That is what Rabbi Akiva was trying to tell Papus. Papus ben Yehuda. When you see people who seem very happy, they're jumping all over the place, going from place to place, but they don't have a connection to Torah, you should know that is not a sign of life. They're about to die, even if it's going to take a long time. Their neshama is dead. The only way to keep it alive is to be connected, associated with Torah.